What's up YouTube, it's Professor Kelso, but nobody calls me that. I'm here today with my son Jackson, and we're going to show you a sequence we've been working on this week. I'm here in ribs to ribs kesagatame with an underhook, and I'm pinning Jack's near side hand to the mat, and he's got his last line of defense, he's got his last frame on my shoulder line here. I'm going to let go of the near side grip and begin forcing his hand to the mat to fake the entry into the Americana. He joins his hands together to increase his strength. As I continue to push, he's going to turn away. I'm going to switch my hips and follow him, and then hold him in this position. I'm going to take my underhook from his shoulder down to his bicep. I'm going to tie his bicep to his hip line through my elbow, holding him in a position. I'm also putting my body weight on his deltoid, and I've got him cradled in this position. So that he goes to turn away from me. It's very difficult the way that he's pinned up with his hip to his elbow. And then if he tries to turn back into me, I'm putting my weight on his deltoid and I'm cradling him in this position. The next thing I want to do is connect interlock elbow and then anchor it to my shoulder. I want to step up to my knee, step across his head, and retract my heel to lock him into place. I'm on live toes. I'm going to go to dead toes, fold my foot under and chair sit, pulling him close to me, controlling his arms. Next thing I want to do is lean hard to the left to free my foot, and then relock my ankles behind his shoulder line. I'm going to switch from being attached to my shoulder to attached to my hip so I can pop his grip. When I pop his grip this way, I then switch from controlling to the hip to scoop grip on the elbow. As my right hand comes back, I go immediately under my other hand and switch off grips to the end of his wrist. Now I've got him in position for a bent arm lock. As I'm retracting my heels back, I'm rowing my elbows away in opposite directions, causing torque on his elbow. As I do that, I'll pinch my knees and then finish the arm lock by rowing back for the submission. All right, let's look at that again. Jack, please turn your feet to the corner. Thank you. We're sitting in kesagatame, ribs to ribs. I've got his near side hand pinned to the mat and he's framed up. As I go to switch from pinning his wrist to forcing his wrist to the mat, he joins his hands to increase his strength and he turns away to alleviate the pain. As I switch my hips and follow him into position, put my weight on his deltoid. I switch my underhook grip to a scoop grip on his bicep, tying his bicep to his hip line. Next thing I want to do is interlock elbow and then connect to my shoulder. Place my right knee in the small of his back so I'm now mobile to step up, retract my heel. As I fold my foot from live toes to dead toes and chair sit, I'll pull his arms into position. I'm going to lean hard left to free my foot, interlock at the ankles. Then I'm going to go from anchoring to my shoulder to anchoring to my hip, pop the grip, and then switch from my hip to the back of his elbow for a scoop grip. As my hand comes back into play, I'll grab his bicep and slide to the end of his wrist to create the bent arm lock. Should he reconnect his hands, I can always go bicep to elbow, interlock to my head, and then break the grip again to reconnect. Pinch my knees and then retract back for the finish. I hope you found some value in this presentation. As always, my compensation for this demonstration is your participation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope to see you on the mat soon. Peace.